Welcome to another video in a series about using Google Classroom with NVDA or JAWS. In this video, we will explore the Stream tab of a class page. So currently I am on my Google Classroom dashboard and I'm going to select a class from here. Remember, we could also select a class from the main menu. So on the classroom dashboard, I'm going to navigate by H until I find the class that I want. I'm listening for class 1. And as a reminder, I'm navigating with NVDA, but the commands I will use are very similar in JAWS.
Classes Google Chrome Sally. List with 2 items clickable class 1 visited link class options heading level 2.
And there's the link to class 1, so I will press enter.
Class 1 Google Chrome Sally, Sally Student. Course Stream Document. Clickable main landmark. Course Stream. Content Info Landmark Menu Button Collapse Sub-menu Help and Feedback.
You may recall from our overview video that the stream is where the teacher posts class announcements. You and your classmates may also have permission to post an announcement on the stream. Note that there are many options that can be set on the stream by your teacher, such as including condensed assignment notifications or assignment details. In this demonstration, 2 options have been set. The first one is that students can post and comment on the stream, and the second one is that classwork is hidden on the stream. So if your teacher has set up the stream so that it contains assignment information, navigation will be very different. If that is the case, the button, links, and headings list may provide the best navigation tools. Let's first look at the quick commands on the Class Stream tab. There are several headings on the Class Stream tab. Let's navigate by heading using the quick command H to see what those are. I will press H now.
Class 1 heading level 1.
That's the page title. The next H.
Complementary landmark upcoming heading level 2.
That heading, named Upcoming, is a place where imminent work is listed, as well as a link to view all of the work that is due for this class. Now let's press H again.
Due today heading level 2.
Now if there is any work due soon, our next use of the H key will take us to some headings underneath upcoming work. I'll press H again.
Due today heading level 2.
And you can hear that there is a due today. Another H.
Due tomorrow heading level 2.
Due tomorrow. And then another H.
Main landmark post by Paul pupil heading level 2.
And now I'm into the main section of the Stream tab. And what I landed on was one of the posts by one of my classmates. If I press H again.
Announcement, welcome to class 1. Let's work hard and. Heading level 2.
I heard an announcement. Now one of the things when you press H and you get into the main body of the Stream tab is that anything that the teacher posts will start with the word announcement. And anything that one of your classmates posts will either start with their name or the word post.
No next heading.
Now I've gotten to the bottom of the page because I heard no next heading. And if you were using JAWS, the next H would have cycled you back to the beginning of the headings. So now I know I'm at the end of all the headings on this page. So the headings included the page title, upcoming work, and any subheadings underneath that, and then any further headings would be announcements that are on the page. Another quick command that we can use on this tab is the links command, or else open the links list. You may recall from the overview that we used links to get to the other tabs on the class page, classwork, and people. The last quick command we'll look at is buttons. We can use the B for button quick key to get to the main menu, Google Apps, and Google Account, like we can on all pages. There's also a few other things on this page. There's a button for share something with your class, and then there are buttons for posting comments on other people's posts, as well as the help button. So now that we've seen some quick command navigation of the Stream tab, let's look at a few areas in detail. We will find that on most pages in Google Classroom, the way to navigate is to first go by heading to the heading that you want, and then when you want details about items that are underneath that heading, you'll use the down arrow. So let's try that by looking at the upcoming heading and then navigating to the details underneath that heading. So I'll press H until I get to upcoming.
Navigation landmark Class 1 visited link heading level 1. Class 1 heading level 1. Complementary landmark upcoming heading level 2.
So now I'm on upcoming, and now I'm going to use the down arrow.
Due today heading level 2.
And then I'll press the down arrow again.
Link assignment, 96 Celsius and Fahrenheit question, due today.
So I got to a link for an assignment that is due today, and because it's a link, if I wanted to go to the details for that, I could just press enter. But in this case, I'm going to continue to use my down arrow to see what else is under the upcoming heading. I'll press another down arrow.
Heading level 2 due tomorrow.
Due tomorrow. Another down arrow.
Visited link assignment, 9-3 opinion ABC poem, due tomorrow.
And now I hear another link for another assignment that's due. And I could press enter to go to that detail page. And then one more down arrow.
Visited link view all work.
View all is a link to the view your work page. And in a later video, we will explore that page. Also note that in this example, there were several items under upcoming work. In your class, you may not have anything underneath upcoming if there are no assignments that are imminently due. Now let's use H again to get to another heading.
Main landmark post by Paul pupil heading level 2.
Now we're into the posts on this page. We heard a post by Paul pupil heading level 2. That is the first post on this page. Posts are listed in a chronological order with the newest ones on top. If you want to navigate to a specific post, keep pressing H until you get to the post or announcement you want. If you want to hear the details once you arrive on a post, that's when you will use your down arrow. So I've landed on a post by Paul Pupil, one of my classmates, and I'm going to press the down arrow to hear the details about it. So one down arrow.
Paul pupil created 5:59 p.m.
Tells the date when he created this. Another down arrow.
Menu button collapsed sub-menu post options.
There really isn't very much to the options button. There's a way to copy a link or to report abuse. So I'm just going to use another down arrow to get to the body of the post and hear what Paul has to say.
I'm ready for the new year to start.
Now that I've heard Paul's comment, I'm going to press one more down arrow.
Add class comment. Edit required multi-line space.
Now we landed on a place where you can make a class comment, and this comment is specific to Paul's post. So if I wanted to tell Paul I agree and everyone in the classroom can see my comment, I will press enter to go into edit mode. I heard the click, that means that I can start typing, and I'll just say I agree. I type that in, and then I'll use my tab to get to the post button.
Post button.
I heard post button, and I'll press enter.
Main landmark. Landmark. Add class comment. Edit required multi-line blank. Comment added.
I heard my comment was added. And the thing that also happens here is that Google Classroom automatically opens up a new field for you to add yet another comment. If you don't want to add another comment, you can just use your down arrow to move on. Now, one thing to note is that you may not be in browser mode, so if your down arrow does not take you to where you think you should go, or you didn't hear the tone change, make sure that you switch back to browser mode. Now I'll use my down arrow.
Out of edit button unavailable, no indent post.
The screen reader is just telling me that since I did not add a comment, that the post button is not available. I'll do one more down arrow, and at this point I should be in my next post or announcement on the page.
Heading Level 2 Announcement, Welcome to Class 1. Let's work hard and...
Two things to note here is that we heard heading and we heard announcement. So we know we're on a new post because of the word heading, and we know that this post is an announcement from the teacher because the word announcement was used. The heading is red. You do not hear the entire post or announcement. In order to do that, you always have to use your down arrow. So let's hear the details of this post by the teacher, 6.math, by using the down arrow.
6.math created September 8th. Menu button collapsed sub-menu announcement options.
And one more down arrow to hear the message.
Welcome to Class 1. Let's work hard and have fun this year.
And now our next down arrow should probably take us to our place to make a class comment on the teacher's post.
Add class comment. Edit required multi-line space.
And so if we wanted to make a comment here, we could do that just like we did before with Paul Pupil. The last thing we want to look at on the stream page is how to share something with your class. Now, when we were talking about the quick commands, we said that one of the buttons was share something with your class. So the quickest way to get to that field is by button. So I'm going to navigate by button now until I hear share something with my class.
Post, comment, post op, share something with your class. Button.
When you hear share something with your class, go ahead and press enter.
Main landmark, share with your class, edit multi-line blank.
You heard the tone change, so it sounds like we're in edit mode and we can start typing. So here I'm going to type in what I want to share with my class. I'll just type in that science is my favorite class. Once I've typed in whatever I want to share, I can press tab several times until I get to the post button. I'll do that now.
Add menu button collapse sub-menu, cancel button, post button.
I heard post button, so I'll press enter.
Unavailable. Post created.
Don't worry if you hear unavailable. The key thing to listen for is that post was created. So those are a few things about navigating and using the Stream tab on a class page. Remember that each class has its own separate Stream tab.